All right, let's take this for a hard opening. Robert Heffernan, Endotech Analytics, streaming live exclusively for Pareto token holders. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's going to be your daily show. I'm coming to you daily talking about blockchain assets, things I'm trading, what I'm looking at, what's guiding me. I've traded 25 plus years on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I've traded many different things. I come from a technical background and a technical approach to trading markets. And so that's what I'm going to bring to the show. Endotech will also have an extensive AI interface to help people analyze and make actionable trading decisions around blockchain assets. And the programmers are feverishly at work getting that together right now. Our show is going to have a couple of different segments, one of them being doing the rounds. All right, we're going to be doing the rounds. In this segment, I'll be talking about what I'm seeing in the interweb, in the sphere of the interweb, and just what I'm hearing and listening to, and just top stories that are coming up, and observations more in this segment. One observation I want to talk about is Tether. About a week and a half ago, when this stuff really rolled over, and 2 weeks ago, I pushed a lot of stuff to Tether, and then the news came out about the subpoena, and I didn't know what to do, so I basically just jumped right back into a bunch of crypto assets and suffered that downdraft. But one thing I noticed about Tether is that with all the news, if it was, for me anyway, if it was true, you'd have think Tether would have taken a beating versus the US dollar. But it never did. It never traded more than, I don't know, maybe 98, maybe 96 cents per dollar. It never really got demolished from a technical point or a fundamental point as far as what people were willing to buy and sell Tether for. So the news didn't match what the chart was telling me. And now Tether, for the past 3 or 4 days, is traded above par, basically. So for me, I think you need something like Tether. You need, we'll call it a safe base. You need some place that you can push assets to, just in that respect, as a safe base. The other thing I will say that in this market, since so much of it is a buy and hold type of mentality, I think you really need to keep some assets in fiat denominated currencies in order to take advantage of these big washouts when they happen. And if you're just fully invested 100% all your assets in different blockchain assets, you don't have that reservoir to pull from when there is a big washout. All right, so that's one thing that I've been noticing. The other thing that's news is Pareto. You can buy Pareto tokens now at KuCoin, KuCoin, KuCoin.com is an exchange where Pareto tokens are being bought and sold. So as I said coming in, exclusively for Pareto token holders, there will be a time very soon that you're going to need to own Pareto tokens in order to consume the content that Endotech will be delivering to the network. And I also will take this time to encourage anybody that is a professional content provider to consider pushing that content to the Pareto network. All right, I cannot wait to see this platform evolve, and just the whole concept of the Pareto network is so intriguing to me, because people get to decide on who has the best content. I was actually thinking about this. It's almost like you younger generation won't remember Howard Cosell, all right? But it's like, why do I have to listen to him? And the content consumer gets to decide on who they get to listen to. So because Cosell would have been out of the booth right away, all right? Let's go on to another segment that we'll be taking every day. We call it Taking the Vitals. All right, we'll be taking the vitals every day. And the vitals are what the Blockchain Vitals sheet is all about. All right, the Blockchain Vitals sheet is that daily interaction, something hard papered. It's all digital now. Of course, you look at it at your screen. But it's a way to look at the market, the way I personally look at the market on a daily basis. This is really important for you going forward to become a better trader, is to add disciplines, things that make sense for you personally, and build that personal trading methodology. Very important. All right, so right now, as we speak, Bitcoin trading 89.05. All right, the Blockchain Vital sheet has 6 assets on it right now that we'll be covering out of the box or out of the blocks. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Litecoin, Ripple, and Zcash are going to be the 6 that are on the sheet right now. Every one of those currencies will be from a technical sheet standpoint, displayed just like Bitcoin is here on the screen. Now let me just walk you through really quickly, and we will have videos up very shortly with more detailed explanation on what this information on the sheet means. But quickly, the top right of that sheet, you see VRL and VRH. That stands for value range low and value range high. Right now, 84.75 to 88.76. Now that was the past 24 hours trading range, value range low and high. And we are taking the Asian opening as the beginning of the day. So just about an hour ago, that's where we're taking our opening from. Very important that you know what information people are basing their charting and their information on. So you know up front that that's what we're doing. We're taking a 24-hour market with the Asian opening being the opening of the trade. The column on the left of that side is our pivot model. That pivot model has a pivot which is overweighted towards the previous day's close. And then there are a pursuit and a risk level above and below the pivot, and 3 targets based on fibs of the expected trading range in that particular asset. All right, so it's those targets are actually moving targets as they expand and contract with an expected trading range in the particular asset. And then the bottom right is our momentum model. Up momentum is the up momentum collar is the UMC. The center line is what those standard deviations are based off of, lower momentum and then lower momentum collar. And I will say all the time, all right, mind the mo. Don't fight momentum, all right? And that's something you're going to hear me say every day. You have to mind the mo. So from a trade standpoint and a trade setup, I treat every day coming in from a value range perspective first. That value range, again, here in Bitcoin, 84.75 to 88.76. They opened up right here around 88.97. They've spent a little bit of time below that high value, 88.76, but not very much. Meaning this market is obviously, it's about 5 days now out of lower momentum, all right? And it looks to me, even if they get in and get a partial value fill, meaning if they spend some time below that high of value, you have a tendency to go at least fill out that value range. I am looking at that value range low and that pursuit risk low, 85.71 and 84.75, as a real good area to enter buys in Bitcoin. The other thing then, as this thing moves forward, and if this value range high holds, they build some time and volume and they build for another distribution higher, it should take this market right up to that up momentum level, 93.09. You'll see the second target, that second fib based on today's expected range, 92.79. Again, the same area, and I would be willing to wager that there will be an argument at those levels, that up momentum level. And of course, if you're a bull, you want to see this thing take that level out and close. All right, close the day, which is tomorrow. Again, we're going towards the Asian open and close. You want to see a close above 93.09 and get into up momentum. And then the market will have a tendency to go reach for that collar, that up momentum collar, if it can stay in up momentum. Okay, again, we're going to have a more detailed information and videos together on how we come together and look at the chart and what it means. You know, we call it taking the vitals, and we use medical terminology a little bit about how something is healthy or sick. All right. In general, if something's closing in lower momentum, it is a sick market. It's weak. You know, you can come up with your own adjectives if you like, but that's kind of the way we look at it. All right. We will also have interviews routinely, more than not. We like to bring, especially since this is such a new and exciting asset class, professional people from all around. We're going to bring them on and interview them on Blockchain Vitals broadcasts, so we can all grow and learn as much as we can and make as much money as we can on the trading side of it. And also the the whole idea of the blockchain is really to revolutionize the world in so many ways. So we're going to talk about all those types of things too. We will also have a segment called The Doctor is In. The Doctor is In is a segment where you can ask me questions. You can fire them live on the YouTube chat. You can also post them on the YouTube chat, and I will get to as many of those as possible. Talk about my experience and what I can bring to the table to help solve problems for you from a technical trading standpoint, because that is my expertise. And again, as we said, we have an AI interface that we're working with, developing, and Dr. Anna Becker and her team, incredibly qualified people, tons of experience in trading, in algo trading, in systems analysis, and news analysis. The list goes on, and we'll be bringing that interface as part of Endotech's content delivered to Pareto token holders. All right, a lot of glitches tonight, and I think I've got most of them worked out, and I cannot wait to spend more time with you and talk price discovery and what that price discovery means as far as I see from a technical trading standpoint in the market. And we're gonna attack this market like I've attacked many more, from a technical standpoint, understanding what the risks are involved in the market. And when you arm yourself with more knowledge and a more disciplined trading approach, all right, let me say that again. When you arm yourself with a more disciplined trading approach, you're going to be a more successful trader long term. And that's what we aim to provide: actionable trading information to the network, and we can all benefit from that. All right, you guys have a great day. I'm going to be back tomorrow, same time, and hopefully from the get-go, it's going to be a smooth live stream. Thank you so much.